I don't think my mother is ugly. Dog is not too poor. This simple and plain saying explain the status of dogs in the hearts of humans. Dogs are widely distributed around the world. Almost every family has had the experience of raising a dog. Today's dog breeds are diverse and have different shapes, according to the needs of human beings and the use of dogs. Breed them. Care home. Emergency rescue. Herding cattle and sheep. Hunt prey. Treatment for depression. Emotional escort. Track criminals. Bravery. These loyal and lovely hair children has become an integral part of human society. But what do we know about dogs? Where do they come from? And how to become man's best friend? Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. In this episode, let us uncover the origin of dogs. Caring for man's first friend. About 30,000 years ago, on the Eurasian continent, primitive humans and wolves lived in the same prairie. Both are in groups and know each other well. Most encounters are over food. There is tension between humans and wolves, and there are occasional compromises. Wolves have a strict hierarchy. The weak can only wait for the leftovers. When it can't stand it anymore, will choose to break away from the ethnic group and find another place to gain a foothold. There is always a wolf who will be the first to understand. Maybe following humans is a good choice. After all, they have more plentiful food. Since that day, wolves and humans have finally met. This is also a major process in the history of human civilization. Man learned to use fire. The smell of food attracted the lone wolf. It waits quietly, picks up bones. Of course, the initial contact was not smooth. Mutual wariness and hostility between wolves and humans. But there is always a wise man who can see the mystery. By feeding food, we can shorten the distance between each other. Wolves possess innate abilities that humans do not. Extremely keen sense of smell and insight. Allow it to be the first to spot a crisis. It helps humans drive away ferocious beasts. Keep food for winter. It has value to humans. The relationship between humans and wolves goes further. They hunt together during the day, hug and sleep at night. Food and freedom must choose one or the other. Obviously, the wolf chose the former. When it gives birth, the wild wolves are likely to return to the forest. Those who are meek and obedient will choose to stay. From generation to generation, wolves slowly evolved into dogs. A new species that befriends humans is born. Thousands of years of human history. Dogs are always with us through thick and thin, walking side by side. Now, there are more than 1 billion dogs in the world. As a result of human selective breeding and adaptation to the environment, they have produced hundreds of varieties. Every place has its own representative dog breed. Japanese Shiba Inu. Siberian Husky. There are also Jingba and Chinese pastoral dogs native to China. Dogs keep company with humans around the world, contributing their innate special abilities to human beings. In a remote mountainous area of India, farmers here make a living growing bananas and rice. Long-tailed langurs perched on a nearby hill become the #1 scourge of crops. The villagers patrol day and night to drive them away, but they are still hard to guard against. These stealers give them a headache. Due to economic backwardness and lack of education, the locals don't treat these so-called cheesy dogs well. They wander around and pick up trash for a living. This dog has white front paws. It has been wandering in this village for a long time. It must be vigilant at all times, because if you are not careful, a stick will strike you. Being bullied by other dogs. To survive, it has to learn to be smarter. Dogs are very good at reading human expressions. Perceive human emotions. To tell who is dangerous and who is friendly. When encountering evil people, they will run away. When they meet friendly ones, they will even take the initiative to beg for food. White Paw's life as a nomad is not easy. Until one day it was in the fields. I saw the langurs that were destroying the crops. Perhaps it is out of the instinct to protect the human homeland. It comes rushing. It came galloping and drove the monkeys to the mountain. Finally, a farmer noticed it. The next day, it was just dawn. The monkeys have already started kicking the crops. The farmers yelled loudly and were too busy. The monkeys even learned to slap. A group of monkeys attracting human attention at the top of a tree. Another group of monkeys took the opportunity to enter the banana field and feast on it. Everything was seen by White Claw. Maybe it knows what to do. Another fast-paced chase. The monkeys were frightened and ran away. Humans are nowhere near as fast and efficient as it. This time, the farmer was completely overwhelmed by it. He approached White Claw and stroked it tenderly. Bagua has a new name and a home. Something to eat every day. With the love of the master. Dating back to the early farming days, when humans started to grow crops. It is relying on dogs to drive away wild animals and protect crops. Dogs are more than capable. In the vast Mongolian prairie, shepherd dogs are indispensable. Let the offspring of wolves protect the sheep. It sounds surprising. Of course, the whole process of transformation does not happen all at once. Humans are required to employ effective methods and techniques. This Mongolian dog is 2 months old. Like their wolf ancestors, dogs are protective. The first lesson taught by the master is to prohibit it from attacking humans. 2 herdsmen took it to a new home. The little milk dog is a child's natural partner. Perhaps every boy's childhood has its company. The dog quickly adapted to the new home and became dependent on the master. Next is the necessary training to become a shepherd dog. The shepherd will let it and the lamb have close contact every day. The whole process can take several weeks. However, adult rams see it as a natural enemy. Will knock it to the ground without hesitation. Although it has been wronged, it must learn to be patient. Shepherds smear sheep dung on it. This can reduce the hostility of the flock to it. When sheep are attacked by wolves, the owner will teach it to distinguish the smell of wolves. By observing the mood of the host, dogs learn how to please humans, too. As long as the wolf can be driven away, the owner will be happy. After this awareness gradually strengthened, it can grow into a qualified shepherd dog. When night falls, there are waves of wolf beaks in the distance. Human beings gradually fall into dreamland. They loyally guard the safety of the flock. When danger is near, it will bark. This is the warning signal that the dog sends to the owner. On the pasture, the sheepdog must keep the flock together. Once a sheep wants to run away or fall behind, it will drive the sheep back, leading the flock when necessary. Their hunting instinct has become protective. Hard work pays not only for food. You can also enjoy the gentle caress of the master. Wolves are one of nature's best hunters. They are good at teamwork and have clear tactics. As descendants of wolves, dogs are not inferior. Humans have long exploited their hunting instincts for food. Hounds often also hunt in groups. This can greatly increase the success rate of hunting. When the black and tan retriever was just 2 months old, mixed with a pack of tricolor dogs, it is small in size and weak in strength, belonging to the underdog in the dog group. Like their wolf ancestors, it has to wait on the sidelines for leftovers. It is difficult to integrate into the team of the strong. Even at the age of 2, when it is brought to a new group, all the hounds sniff the newcomer. It must remain calm and not show off. And I have to show a little bit of malevolence from time to time. If not, it could easily be mobbed by a pack of dogs. The dinner scene is spectacular. But the dogs must obey. When the dogs are fighting fiercely for food. But the black and brown hound hides aggrievedly aside. Suffering from bullying since childhood, it has developed a weak personality. The night before the hunt, the host will choose the team to go out. The black and tan retriever was lucky enough to be one of them. The next day, they hunted together following the sound of horses' hooves. Descended from wolves. Sense of smell, alertness and intelligence will be fully represented in the hunt. They have amazing speed and super stamina. Follow the trail of prey with the sense of smell. They spread out without letting go of any scent. even the smell of wild boars from 3 days ago. It is also difficult to escape their keen scents. But on the hunt. But the black and tawny hound slipped away quietly. Like its wolf ancestor. Once it's hard to fit into the group. Will choose to leave and find a new foothold. But after dogs have been humanized, basically lost the ability to survive in the wild. A pheasant is enough to destroy its self-confidence. Whether to go back to the master or to stay here. I can see it's tangled. Right now, however, it feels freedom is more important. But the life of a stray dog is too bad. After several days of torture, it understands that the master is more important. In the end, it obediently returned to its owner. As humans entered the so-called industrial civilization, all kinds of new dangers come one after another. Anti-drug dog, search and rescue dog, EOD dog, police dog, even to protect the safety of human habitat life. Wildlife sanctuaries in Africa. A pure bloodhound guards the land. According to legend, this hound originated in medieval Belgium. Known as Sherlock Holmes among dogs. Here lives the endangered centipede. However, poachers' brutal lion. Without a heroic guardian, they will kill the last animal here. Over the past 6 years, this purebred hound has done a great job. It sent dozens of poachers to jail. But now it's getting old. It's time for Yun to give the next hero. On the eve of its retirement, comrades planned a combat exercise for it. In the evening of the pound, the patrol convoy departs on time. The simulated poachers escaped 4 days ago. Even so, purebred hounds can still smell faint odor molecules in the air. After a night of tracking, the hound's response is getting stronger. It works tirelessly and without distraction. 2 new recruits are watching the work of G, veteran, in the car. Hounds stopped while tracking down a small river. This is the hardest part of their job. The river washes away the poacher's scent. It has to find the poacher's landing site on the opposite bank. Tracked 60 kilometers in 40 degrees heat. In the end, it was so tired that it collapsed on the ground. The comrade in arms took it into the car distress Edley and took a rest. Recruit 1 also ushered in the opportunity to show their skills. After performing the smell room, it quickly found the landing point of the poacher. On the way, it also found bloodstains left by poachers. Poacher. Target is nearby. Hound appears hyperactive. Suddenly, gunshots rang out. Poachers are dangerous. They have guns in their hands, and they are bound to fight. In times of crisis, fighting dogs must be at the forefront. It has the most dangerous mission. Very likely to be shot by poachers. But without the slightest timidity and retreat. Forward bravely like the wind and lightning. Until the enemy is knocked to the ground. The exercise was a complete success. Everyone is very happy and excited. The dog's dedication has also been rewarded with warmth. Under the afterglow of the setting sun, the comrades in arms left the most beautiful back view. Veteran can finally retire with peace of mind. Thanks to these brave and fearless fighters. Thanks to them, the last living things on earth. To sleep peacefully at night. The more civilized the society, the lonelier the human being. Some people live on isolated islands and refuse contact with their own kind. But they are very dependent on the dog. This black dog is named Lure. It successfully cured Anna's mental depression. A few years ago, when Anna served in the Canadian Forces, humiliated and abused by male soldiers, it took a toll on her physically and mentally. She suffered from stress disorder. Since then, she has refused to associate with other people. Shut yourself up completely. Lure became the one who healed her psychological trauma. Anna fell in love with Lure at first sight. At the first eye contact, Lure recognized the master. Then the owner took it for a walk in the grass. Bask in the warm sunshine. They are all happy and relaxed. This emotion is contagious. Emotional bonds are also gradually formed imperceptibly. Although Lure couldn't understand what kind of trauma the master had suffered, but it can observe the owner's expression to judge her mood. She is often overwhelmed by pain, fear and humiliation. What Lure has to do is to accompany and comfort. Dogs can absorb negative energy and release positive energy. Heal people invisibly. During the subsequent training, the relationship between Anna and Lure deepened day by day. For the master, Lure even dared to face the danger. After getting along day after day, with the help of Lure, Anna finally came out of the shadows and regained her confidence. She also overcame social barriers and reintegrated into the circle of friends. All thanks to Lure. Dogs and human emotions. Deeper than we thought. Another boy who had the same experience was named Owen. He is a patient with a rare disease. Muscular atrophy, dysplasia, confined to a wheelchair. The other kids laughed at him and excluded him. He lives in loneliness and despair every day. Until one day, the dog Archie came to him. Archie was once beaten and abused by humans. Multiple fractures throughout the body, amputated hind legs. Can it continue to trust humans? The moment it comes into contact with the little master, thick love spreads in the air. With Archie, Owen found the hope of life again. Maybe it's the same for Archie. They are each other's sunshine. Dogs and humans have been together for thousands of years. They are man's first friend. Also man's best friend. Whether you are beautiful or poor or rich. Whether you are healthy or sick. It is loyal to you and will never leave you. Anyone can betray you and hurt you. But the dog only sees you. Please be kind to our domestic companions. If you don't love, please don't hurt.